Didn't you know? Luigi's Mansion is a 2001 action RPG horror game released on the Nintendo GameCube. The game was designed by Mario creator Scott Cawthon and was actually meant to be a celebration of all things Mario, having nothing unique of its own to offer, similar to Sonic Generations. While this may seem odd at first, it actually becomes more evident when you look at each individual aspect of the game. In Super Mario Sunshine, if a player goes up into the air vents in Hotel Delfino, the paths will be blocked off by many large boos, and a Pianta will question why someone with a vacuum can't just come along and suck them up, which is where the concept of sucking up ghosts with the poltergust came from. The idea to have a green-clad plumber as the protagonist once Mario is out of commission was a reference to Green Mario, the character that was playable in the original Super Mario Bros. Two-player mode. The name of the protagonist, the title of the game, and the idea of having it take place in a mansion was based on Mario Kart Double Dash's battle mode, which features a level called Luigi's Mansion. Even the main antagonist, King Boom Boo, while technically originating from Sonic Adventure 2, was also present in Super Mario Sunshine as a minor boss in Hotel Delfino. The soundtrack for Luigi's Mansion was designed by none other than the Kings of Soul, Tower of Power, similar to the OST for Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 for the Nintendo GameCube. The soundtrack was made to be incredibly groovy and funky. When asked in a 2001 Nintendo Powers interview after the game's release, Cawthon explained that he wanted the music to be an escape from the horror elements. "I've never been a fan of horror movies or games. They've always freaked me out. This is why I decided to call on my A-team, Tower of Power, to compose the score for Luigi's Mansion. I knew that there were a lot of ghosts and stuff that I'd have to put in the game, and I wanted them to add enough soul music that it would balance things out. And it worked wonders. I mean, I assume it has. I just keep replaying the training level. It's so groovy." Unfortunately, this means that none of the music by Tower of Power in Luigi's Mansion was able to be put in any Smash Bros. Games after its release due to licensing issues, which is why the only song from Luigi's Mansion that is present in any Smash game is its main theme, which was created by famous composer Ludwig van Beethoven. One of the most famous aspects of Luigi's Mansion is the addition of the Poltergust 3000. But didn't you know that the Poltergust is a reference to Flood in Super Mario Sunshine? The Poltergust can not only suck up enemies, but can also shoot either fire, water, or ice. These were made as a parallel to the extra 3 nozzles available for the Flood, the Rocket, Hover, and Turbo nozzles. However, the reference goes even further, as they also represent powers available to Mario in other games. The water element is a reference to Mario's use of the Flood in Sunshine, the fire element is a reference to Fire Mario, the ice element is a reference to Penguin Mario, and the sucking element is a reference to Mario's ability to suck in Super Smash Bros. Melee. This was all made in an attempt to further highlight the inferiority of Luigi, showing that even when he does something cool, Mario will always be able to do it better. Didn't you also know that the online ranking system in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was originally supposed to be based around a player's sodium chloride content after each match? If you want to know more trivia on Smash Bros. And other obscure video game series, look out for the Didn't You Know video games episode on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to leave a like and press the subscribe button to show support. If you want the chance to see episodes a week before their release, or choose what episode I work on next, consider checking out the Patreon. Thank you to the patrons who are currently listed in the description and supporting the channel on Patreon. And don't forget to look out for new episodes of Didn't You Know video games. Speaking of Ludwig van Beethoven, didn't you know that he should narrate an episode on Jigglypuff or Pokemon or something? Like, for real, the fans want it, man. And I'm all for it. I'm a Ludwig hyper in the chat. I bet Cutie would think it's cool too. So, yeah. Think about it. Everyone, send this video to Ludwig or, like, post it in his subreddit or something. I'm sure he'll love that. Now, this is sort of embarrassing, but, I didn't think of an outro, so bear with me as I make one up on the go. So, here goes. It's been the zany sidekick here, in action, bringing you Luigi's Mansion gameplay, and now I gotta go do things. So, you heroes get back to what you do. You get 'em. Go get 'em, tigers. Rawr. Love you, Lud.